We all like to get good bang for our buck with our sewing patterns, don't we? And with that in mind, over the next few weeks, I'm going to take you on my journey using a magazine that has just come out, and I've fallen in love with the patterns that are in it. Yes, it's the Fibre Mood Magazine. I have tried to use it once before, about a year ago I think, and failed. So this time I'm putting my big girl pants on. We're going to be doing it from the magazine, pattern tracing, eek, and see how I get on. So it's going to be a warts and all type of vlog where I give you my honest opinion of how I've got on with the magazine, and we'll see if I actually get any garments made this time. Hi there, I'm Christine the Gemini Stitcher. Welcome to my sewing space. Now, before we start our Monday Make Some Plans vlog today, I just want to say a huge thank you to the people who bought me some supers and cheeky lattes on my Ko-fi account last week. Absolutely blown away. It's the first few, I'm going to be honest, that I've ever received, because I don't tend to promote it very much. I want this channel to be for everyone, and I don't want people to feel like they've got to spend money to support me. Just watching, liking and commenting on my vlogs is more than enough. So for those of you who have got a clue what I'm talking about, I've been doing a series of sew-alongs. Part 1, which was a 3-part vlog, was for the Seasons of East, Summer and New York dress, and that one finished on Saturday with my pattern hacks. So because I'd finished the 3, I mentioned that I have a Ko-fi account, and if anybody wanted to buy me a cheeky latte, I would absolutely love it to help keep me going. So if you're one of the people who actually did buy me a coffee, or you bought me a YouTube super, thank you from the bottom of my heart. So we're on Monday Make Some Plans, and I've got to be honest with you, I didn't get much sewing done last week, but I will first of all show you what I actually did achieve this week. This is it. Sorry if it looks a little bit like a rag. It's the Hinderland dress, and I transformed my failed aspen dress into a very wearable Hinderland. It's got my embroidery at the bottom, and I've literally just got to hem the bottom hem up now, and this dress is finished. So that's the sewing that I've got done this week. And if you want to find out how I got on transforming my failed aspen into a very wearable Hinderland dress, then that vlog will come out separately on Thursday, because otherwise this would be hours long. I could go on forever, and we haven't got the time, have we? So stay on track, Christine. So that was the only thing that I made. Let's talk about the Fibre Mood Magazine. If you don't know, this is the magazine that has just come out. It's hot off the press, and I watched the fold line and got sucked in, girls, but there's some amazing, gorgeous patterns in. You get 12 patterns, and the magazine costs £16. And I'll just show you the ones. I've folded over the corners of the ones that I absolutely love. The first one is this. Loving the ruched up sleeve, and it's got an invisible zip down the front. What a beautiful top is that for spring, or it could even be a jacket, couldn't it? Now, I love the idea of these denim culottes. Please ignore the shoes with the socks. What's going on there? Definitely not me. It's obviously a fashion trend, but hey, I'm not young and trendy. So I like the idea of those denim culottes. I'm loving this cute little short sleeve top with a V at the back. This jacket caught my eye. Of course it would, because they've done it in a gorgeous apple green, haven't they? But yeah, that's definitely on my radar, because you know what I like about jackets. And then I also like this other jacket that's a bit simpler. And then this cute little blouse with the round collar detail really caught my eye. So I've narrowed it down to 3 garments. Don't ask me how I've managed to do that, but I have. I'm trying to be realistic, because with these patterns it's going to be a huge learning curve for me. I gave up last time and I don't want to do it again. You have to trace out the patterns. They're all in the middle of the magazine, and that in itself is time consuming. So 3 garments. So which 3 did I actually decide I'm going to tackle? Well, obviously I'm going to do the cute green jacket. It's semi-fitted, it's got welt pockets, it's no collar, it's a round neck, and I think it's going to be great for spring and even summer. And I found some fabric in my stash for each of these garments. So what am I going to make that gorgeous jacket in? Now this is a freebie. It was on the swaps table, and I believe Laura from So Very Laura put it on there, so thanks so much, Laura. It's a gorgeous rose powdery pink boucle, and I'm going to make the outside of the Judith jacket in this, nice and snuggly for spring. And I'm going to, it's a lined jacket, so I'm going to line it with this fabric. I got this as a remnant. I only got a metre of it, and I think I paid about £5 for it. Can't remember where from. So that is going to be the lining for the Judith jacket. Can't wait to get started on that. The second thing that I really want to make is the Christie top. Really, really nice pattern. Show you the line drawings and you can see. Cute little top. And I want to make that in this floral, or sort of got quite a bit. I think I've got about 3 meters of this, but I'm going to use some of it to make the Christie top in. And if that doesn't scream spring, I don't know what does. So that's the top. And I want to team it up with the Lucia. Now, I was calling these culottes, they're calling them Bermuda shorts. So there we go. Don't worry, there won't be socks and shoes on with it. And I've chosen this pale blue denim fabric for the Bermuda shorts, which I think goes really well with the floral chambray that I'm using for the top. So these are the 3 fabrics I'm going to use for the 3 garments we've just been talking about. The floral chambray for the Christie top, the pale blue denim for the Lucia Bermuda shorts, and the pale pink boucle for the Judith jacket. And I hope you can see how well all of these are going to go together, because when I make a garment, I want a whole outfit so that I get proper wear out of my garments and I don't have rogue garments in my wardrobe that won't go with anything and I love but never wear. So that's my plans for my Fibre Mood journey. As I said, I will give you an update every Monday over the next few weeks, and we'll see how I get on. And fingers crossed, this time it will not be a fail. So this week's plans are going to be learning how to trace the patterns and getting the 3 patterns all traced out and sized up, ready to start sewing. The other thing that I want to get cracking on with this week is something that I want to take to my social, because yes, it's my sewing social again on Wednesday. And I like to take something that's not too difficult because I spend too much time gabbing. So you'll know I've been working on some embroidered cushions that I'm gifting to Steph as her housewarming gift. Now, she does know about these, so it's no big secret and I can share them with you. I'll give you an update on where I'm up to with them. All the blocks have been sewn or embroidered. There's 4 different ones and I'm making 2 cushions. So that's the first embroidered block and there's 2 of those. There's one that I've just finished with beautiful sunflowers embroidered all over it. We've got one with popping poppies on, and the last one with some beautiful purple daisy type flowers on. So they're the 4 blocks. They get put into a square. Actually, we'll just bob to the table and then I can show you how they're going to look. So there we go, that's how they're going to look. So we've got the embroidered daisies at the top, then the poppies, then the applique flowers and the sunflowers at the bottom. 2 of them are edged in yellow mustard and 2 of them are edged in a leafy colour green. I've edged them with Bumbleberries fabric and I can't wait to get these finished at the social. So the only thing I've got to sort out is the backing fabric, and I've got this cream suede fabric that I'm going to use for the backs of the cushions, and I'm going to make some piping for around the edges as well, just to make them just that little bit of extra finish, as I'm trying to do with everything I make. And I'm going to put invisible zips in them as well. So I'm going to get those finished fingers crossed, or try to get them finished at the social on Wednesday. The last thing that I want to get done this week, well, I've got to get done because it's part of my Sew Along series, is get the Mariko top sewn up and recorded. So I'll just give you a sneaky peek. This is the fabric that I'm using for my Mariko top, and it is a beautiful soft suede fabric. The first part of the Mariko top, I've already said, comes out on Saturday, and then the second part will be the sew along, where I'll be sewing up my Mariko top in this yummy fabric. So that's all my plans for this week. Lots to do as usual. Can't guarantee I'll get them all done, but you know, I set the bar high, and if I get 50–60% of it done, then I'm happy. It's been a while since I mentioned my channel of the week, and I've decided to bring it back and start sharing the channels that I'm watching, the vlogs that I've found inspirational, and we're going to kick it off with a channel that I've been following for quite a while now, and I get lots of hints and tips from this lady. She has got a wealth of knowledge and is well worth popping over for a watch. And the person I'm talking about is Stacy, and her channel is called Stacy Js Studio. So I will pop the link below. Go and give Stacy a watch. She is in New Zealand and she can tell you everything you need to know about style arc patterns, which is brilliant because style arc are notoriously difficult to sew because they're slim on the instructions. Stacy has done quite a few sew-alongs for some of the style arc patterns and they're well worth giving a watch. She's recently been giving us lots of hints and tips on all the things that we use every day, what needles to sew, what equipment is best to use if you're a beginner sewer. The list goes on. So pop over to Stacy's channel and say hi from me. Let me know what you're up to this week. Have you started making your plans for your spring and summer wardrobe? Have you used the Fibre Mood Magazine? I know some of you have said in the past that it puts the fear of God into you, and yeah, I'm not much better about it myself at the moment, but we will see. I did an epic fail last time and I didn't make anything out of the magazine, and when I've looked back at it, I don't really love the garments that were in the magazine, but this one that's come out this time, I'm more enthusiastic about. I've got the fabrics, I know what I'm doing with it. The only stumbling block is going to be tracing and cutting out those patterns and getting the sizing right. And I'm going to take my time with that. I'm going to make a start on it this week. I may not get them all traced out, but I'm going to trace them out in the size that I think. I'm going to adjust them and I'm going to make a toile for each one to make sure that I'm getting the fit right, because I've never used a Fibre Mood pattern from a magazine before. So fingers crossed all will be well with the Fibre Mood journey, and I will update you next Monday. Happy sewing week, take care, love you loads, bye.